Hello and welcome to this BLM podcast focusing on corporate manslaughter and the impact on directors and senior managers. My name is Gianferrai and I'm here with David Rainey. We are partners in BLM's Manchester office in the Safety, Health and Environmental team dealing with regulatory prosecutions. Dave, to start us off, what is corporate manslaughter?
Corporate manslaughter was introduced by the Corporate Manslaughter and Corporate Homicide Act in 2007. And in very simple terms, if the way in which an organisation's activities are managed or organised causes a person's death and amount to a gross breach of a relevant duty of care to the deceased, then the organisation will be guilty of the corporate manslaughter. To establish the offence, the prosecution will be looking at any failures in the way a company's activities were managed or organised by its senior management. This must be a substantial element of the breach. This particular aspect of the offence is known as the senior management test. Nick, perhaps it would be helpful if you could explain who are senior management.
Senior management are defined in the Act as persons who play significant roles in the making of decisions about how the organisation's activities are to be managed or the actual managing of those activities. Examples will include directors and those with the title of managers, but there are many in without specified or defined roles who will, by virtue of their activities, be deemed senior managers.
Nick, in relation to your experience in this area of law, what have you found to be the impact of the senior management test on the nature of the organisations prosecuted?
The reality we're finding to date, at least, is that the senior management test has made it easier to charge and convict smaller organisations with corporate manslaughter. This is largely due to the nature of smaller organisations' makeup and the more hands-on activities of those involved in the day-to-day running of the companies and the management of health and safety, which means that they are more likely to fall foul of the corporate manslaughter offence by virtue of the senior management test.
Thanks, Nick. So by way of conclusion, in relation to corporate manslaughter, the hands-on role of directors and senior management in SMEs makes the smaller organisations more readily vulnerable to the offence of corporate manslaughter. Moreover, these senior management they're also vulnerable to individual offences of gross negligence manslaughter and under the Health and Safety at Work Act, given their day-to-day hands-on role. Thank you for listening, and if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact Nick or myself via the BLM website, or please feel free to download the BLM Health and Safety Tracker app, which provides helpful information on prosecutions and fines. Thank you.